Hi there, David Oliphant, founder of Ocean Blue Real Estate. Welcome back for another edition of Living Locally. Today we're with Janice Moody. She's the owner of Seascape Garden Center right here on Main Street. Come on inside and let's take a look around. Janice, thanks for having us here today.
Thank you for coming. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, nice. So this is more than just a garden center. Tell us about the different businesses that you have.
Well, it's a succulent nursery primarily with other drought-tolerant perennials that offer color in the garden. So it's not just succulents, but I also offer garden design services. So it's a one-stop shop here.
Why succulents? I don't have a green thumb. Would I be able to grow succulents in my home or yard?
Well, most people that come into my place, they say this is the only thing I can grow. I've killed everything else.
Janice, tell us about yourself and how long you've been here.
Well, if you count my early days since 1958, here at I grew up in a nursery in Half Moon Bay on next to Cameron's Pub. It's McCain Nursery. My cousin owns it now. So I grew up there in a family of nursery owners, right? And then my parents went into real estate in the early 60s, and we moved to Pescadero. But I always had a little interest in gardening. My grandparents were there, and they taught me a lot. And then when I went off to Davis, I totally went in a different direction, but I took a little plant science along the way and became a master gardener in 2010, and that's when it really kicked in.
We have a really interesting climate here, right? I mean, we're by the ocean air, it's chilly nights, we could have wind and maybe not even sun. How do they thrive here in Half Moon Bay?
They do great between temperatures of 60 to 80 because we have very few frosty nights. They do excellent here. Yeah.
Tell us about some of the things people are really interested in. What can people find when they come here?
Color. Color. That's what I focus on. When I shop for these plants personally, I go and pick them out myself. I look for color and also hardiness. Right behind you are a lot of my favorites. This kiwi aeonium right here is one of my favorites. It holds up well in the garden. This tall cyclops aeonium and these agaves over here. I've got two medium-sized agaves and a spiral aloe, which is my focal plant of the year, you might say.
What about this giant thing behind me?
That's an agave americana. It's giant, more giant than I've ever seen one.
You have a beautiful home that you redesigned the yards not far from here. Tell us about Johnston Street.
Well, they wanted succulents. They're succulent lovers, obviously, because I did their backyard a few years ago, and with a succulent fountain in the backyard.
Give our viewers the top 2 or 3 tips about how to best care for a succulent.
When you water, you drench, you let drain, and then you let it dry. So drench, drain, dry, and then water well, drench again. Tell
our viewers how they can find you.
Well, my business name is Seascapes Garden Center or Seascapes Succulent Nursery. And so you could easily Google that, but I'm at 795 Main Street. My website is seascapesgardendesign.com. And I have a very active Facebook page as well, Seascape Succulents Facebook page. So there's many ways they can find me. Yeah.
Nice. Hopefully they will.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining Janice and I right here at Seascapes Garden Center on Main Street. I know that I certainly learned a few new things about succulents. I hope that you did too. I'm David Oliphant, founder of Ocean Blue Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.